Hello everyone, hope you guys are doing well. This is another update video by my channel called Passive Income Platforms. Today is Monday, July the 10th, 2023. Before we get started, I just want to remind all of you, I'm not a financial advisor. This is not a financial advice and I'm not your financial advisor. I'm just a dude on YouTube showing you guys how I'm crank out that crypto in many different platforms, nothing more and nothing less. Now, if you like this content, please go ahead and hit the subscribe button if you haven't already. And if you want to be updated and notified about everything going on here on my channel called Passive Income Platform, please make sure that you hit the notification bell as well. Always remember to invest as much as you can afford to lose and do not over leverage yourselves at all. And as a final disclaimer, nothing on my channel is a financial advice nor the legal advice. It's just for educational and entertainment purposes only. Let me just share my screen and talk about Fintosh today as well. Just bear with me for a second. Okay. Okay, so this is the Fintosh app. It was the day before yesterday. I uploaded a step-by-step full training video how to remove your app, how to download the new version, how to update your app in especially on iPhone that requires a little bit more steps to remove and update, as well as how to bind, how to do basically the swapping, the liquidity, many things. I talked about over 1 hour video step by step talking about every single feature of the Fintosh app. Okay, one of which was this one. Once we have a poor network condition, so this message comes up, so we could click on switch and change the speed of the network. So right now it seems like I'm on low speed, so I can change it to the highest one that I see currently. So 856. I'm gonna click on 856 and hopefully it gets resolved, right? Now if I go back, okay, so now that message is gone. Okay, so this is the new version, and I hope by now you're able to update and receive the new version. How to, if you don't know how to, just review the previous video that I uploaded just a couple days ago. It's a step-by-step full training from A to Z. Okay, let me just review and check the version of my app. 306 is the latest one. Okay, 306 is the latest one. And let's go through the announcement. Announcement is on the home page again. On this one here, we're gonna click FTC FUSD trading pair launch announcement. This is the latest one, July the 9th, right? Yesterday. It was just yesterday that they announced that the pair is being released at 3 p.m. Pacific time. So it's not loading. Let me just go back and click one more time. In this kind of circumstances that you don't see and you don't see the information and you don't see your wallet, you don't see the asset, the balances, the announcements, so on and so forth, don't get panicked. Don't start like, oh my god, so this is not working. So you can close the app and relaunch the app. Okay, so hopefully it's gonna work, because too many people, they're using at the same time, especially once the announcement, they release the announcement, and many people, they get into the platform, so the servers slows down, right? So this was the final announcement that we reviewed together, the disclosure of the hacker, and this is the new announcement yesterday announced. FTC FUSD is released. Here you go. So it's loaded. So no need to panic or something. FTC FUSD trading pair launch announcement. The FTC FUSD trading pair will be officially launched. It was yesterday, 3 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. And we are able to go over, we're gonna do this hands-on. I'll show you how to do that. and as well as, you know, we could do the liquidity. You can go through all these announcements, right? We're just going to show you where you can see and read the announcements again. Okay, so one of the changes on the new version is FinSwap and FinSol on the home page. They added these FinSwap and FinSol. So we could go to the browser here. If I click over here, so we could see the FinSwap and FinSol over here as well. Up to the last video that I uploaded, it was just FinSol, and even the icon was something else, right? So they changed the icon and they added the FinSol and FinSwap over here, right? So we could click on this FinSwap and FinSol through the browser or through the home page. We could go FinSwap and FinSol over here. Doesn't matter which way, right? And also, if you go to FTC exchange, they have added, before we used to have FTC exchange, liquidity, right, and FUSD exchange, right? So they just added these ones. So it was 2, now it's 3 different exchanges, 3 different parts, I mean, right? FTC exchange, liquidity, and FUSD exchange. Right? So far, these are the changes. As well as if you go to the wallet, they are showing the price of FTC, how much you have. I have, let's say, 2.9 FTC main in my wallet, which is equivalent to $350 worth of FTC main, right? So this value is added as well, right? One of my subscribers, he or she was asking about what is this cake LP, right? So this is the liquidity pool. I showed you when you go to swap trading, right? In my previous video, when you go to the swap trading, it is taking you to PancakeSwap. You can click on connect. Doesn't matter which one, trust wallet or injected, and make sure it's on Binance Smart Chain, right? So when you go to the liquidity, so I showed you already how to add, basically on version 2, how to add to the liquidity pool, right? So basically, cake LP is reflecting how much you have in the liquidity pool in PancakeSwap, right? So if I go back here, and if you see this one, cake LP, this is just reflecting how much I have on the liquidity pool, right? Okay, so I hope this is clear now. Let's go to see the changes, the new changes, and what needs to be done as well. You need to come to the wallet first. You have FTC main already. You need to add FUSD as well. So we're gonna search FUSD as a first step. FUSD. Here we go. So we're gonna turn on this toggle button, right? Done. So let's go back. Okay. So now in the new version, we need to work with FTC main and FUSD. I'm gonna explain you what are these and how we could work with these two, and what do we need these for, right? So make sure you have FTC main and FUSD main, right? Bird and fish, I already explained, yesterday in my previous video. So these are the new coins as well. So we turn them on. We don't know what the usage, what the utility is, but I just saw the FinTosh icon, so I turned them on, right? So, and also don't get confused, don't get overwhelmed. FTC Fin was your earnings. Every day that you go, you extract your profits. It comes to FTC Fin blockchain, right? Let's do it together. I have 2.9 FTC Fin. If I go to profit, and if I go to my mining, my daily mining, I have 0.049, right, undrawn. So if I withdraw this, 0.49, right? If I withdraw this, extract, let me put my password. So if I click on sure, it's gonna be added 0.049. It's going to be added on FTC Fin balance. Sure, submitted. Let's go back to my wallet. See, now it's going to be added. 2.9 plus 0.04 is going to be like 2.95 something. Just refresh. Here we go. So it's reflected 2.95. So FTC Fin is basically I'm earning all the profits from my daily mining, from my team members, from my commissions, so on and so forth, right? The BEP20s are when we work on Binance Smart Chains, because Binance Smart Chains is, as you know, it's working on Binance Smart Chain, right? So that's why we needed to have BEP20s network. So this FTC BEP20 is the old one, the gray one. We used to work on Binance Smart Chain, and FTC BEP20 green is working on this is a new contract address after the hack happened, right? Okay, for this video I'm gonna talk about FUSD and FTC main. What are these and how we could do the liquidity which has been added to as part of FinTosh new version, right? Okay, so when we go to wallet and click on swap, we are able to cross-chain swap between FTC Fin and FTC BEP20, right? FTC Fin and FTC BEP20. And if I want to choose another type of a coin, by the way, before I start, let me just go one more time. You need to make sure that you have enough BNB as your gas fees. So I put, let's say, $46 over here, so it's more than enough. You could have $5, $10 something as to cover the gas fees. So whenever we work with BEP20s, so it's gonna charge the gas fees, or any other blockchain, so it's gonna charge us the gas fees. So we need to make sure that you have BNB as to cover the gas fees. Okay, let's go back to swap. My intention is to have FUSD. In order to add to liquidity, we need to have FTC main and FUSD. If you remember, previously we used to have in the Pancake Swap, we were supposed to have FTC BEP20 and USDT BEP20. If you remember, if you can recall, we needed previously FTC BEP20 and USDT BEP20, right? To basically the Binance BNB Smart Chain, right? To go to add to the liquidity pool in PancakeSwap. But over here, I'm trying to add the liquidity on Fintosh blockchain right here. So we need to have, in order to add the liquidity on Fintosh blockchain, we are not working with BEP20 anymore. We are working on Fintosh blockchain, right? Excuse me. In order to do that, we need to have FTC main and FUSD, which is a stable coin of Fintosh. So it is like USDT, right? So we need to have FTC main and FUSD. In order to do that, so I'm gonna go to choose, and when I click, I can switch between all these networks, these blockchains, right? So I'm gonna click on FTC M, which is FTC main, right? So I can switch, I can click on these ones, FTC main. I'm gonna click on this, and this one again, I'm gonna select this FUSD. So basically I'm swapping FTC main and FUSD if I want to on main FTC main blockchain. So when you click on this drop down arrow, you could choose between different networks, different blockchains, right? So on FTC M, which is FTC main, if I click on it, I can select FTC main and FUSD. I can sell FTC main to buy FUSD, and if I click on this, I'm selling FUSD to buy FTC, right? Okay, so what is my point now at this point? I told you in order to add to the liquidity, we need FTC main and FUSD. FTC main and FUSD. But I have nothing. My FTC main is zero balance. My FUSD is zero balance as well, right? So I have nothing. I don't have any FTC main or FUSD. In order to convert some of my FTC fin balance, right? So I can swap easily. I can swap. If you remember, I had some, let me just go back again to show you in my wallet. I have 2.95 FTC fin. I can convert some of these to FTC main. How? I'm going to swap, select FTC fin, which is already been selected, and it shows my balance. I'm selecting this, which has already been selected, and it shows my balance, right? I'm selling some of my FTC fin to get FTC BEP. No, I'm clicking on drop down, click on FTC main. I want to get some FTC main, right? Beautiful. So my networks are already set. So I'm putting, I have 2.9. Let's say I want to put 1.5. 1.5. So basically I'm swapping my FTC fin, 1.5 FTC fin, to receive 1.485 FTC main. So it says 1% fees, right? Which is fine. To which address? To my local wallet. I'm going to click on my local wallet address. Done. Swap. Let me just put my password. Okay, after I put my password and click on done, sure, the transaction broadcasted, and as you may see, I have changed my FTC fin. It was 2.9 my balance, right? So 1.5 is gone already to convert to FTC main. It's already broadcasted, so it doesn't show still. So I guess it's on broadcasted, and it's gonna reflect anytime soon. So I converted my FTC fin to FTC main. The purpose is to collect FTC main and FUSD. So far I collected FTC main, right? Let's go to the wallet. Here we go. My FTC fin is 1.45. It used to be 2.95, right? So 1.5 minus some fees is already being converted to FTC main. So I have 1.485 FTC main as well. So step 1 is done. Step 2, I need to have FUSD as well. My FUSD is 0, right? Right? Same thing. I have to swap between my assets, right? So I still have FTC fin. I can convert some of my FTC fin to get FUSD as well. So again, it's about swapping, right? So I'm gonna go to swap again. FTC fin, how much I have? 1.4. I still have that one. To get what I want to get. I'm changing the chain. I want to get FUSD. right? My FUSD is 0. Again, I'm gonna put, let's say 1. I'm selling my FTC Fin to get FUSD, right? The network is poor. Let me see. Let me just pause the video for a second to change the network. Okay, it seems I cannot swap between FTC Fin and FUSD. So my purpose is to purchase some FUSD, convert some of my asset to FUSD. If it doesn't allow me to do it from here, from the basically wallet and swap, I was in the wallet and swap, I'm gonna go back to home, click on FinSwap. FinSwap. I have FTC, this is the FTC main, right? I have 1.4 balance, right? FTC main, right? So I'm gonna choose the token, select the token, FUSD. So I can swap from here as well. So I had one swap on my wallet and I have another swap on FinSwap as well, right? So I'm gonna change, convert, swap some of my FTC main to get FUSD. So how much? I can put max, click on max, so all of them goes there, or I can click on, let's say 1, right? 1. So if I put 1, it populates the estimated amount. So if I sell my FTC main, I'm gonna get swap equivalent to $121 FUSD, right? I can click on swap. So after the, you could go some of these information, the gas fees, so on and so forth, confirm swap. Eventually it's gonna ask to put my password again, right? So once I put my password, click on sure, transaction submitted, close. So now it says pending, right? So I converted, my balance of FTC main is 1.4. I converted 1 FTC main to FUSD. Here we go. So this is like, stable coin of Fintosh, right? So now I have FUSD and I have FTC main, right? So it's very easy. Don't get confused. Oh my God, what the FinSwap is? What's the exchange? What is this? What is that? It's very easy. It's very self-explanatory, right? So if I go to wallet, swap, I can do swap over here. If it doesn't work, I can go to, I showed you already. I can go to home, FinSwap, and swap between, and basically this is the one that it's been launched as of yesterday, right? So far you were able to swap between your assets to convert your FTC Fin to get FTC main, as well as swap your FTC main to get FUSD stablecoin, right? So it's very easy. Now if I go back to my wallet, you could see the balances, right? If I go back to wallet, you can see the balance. FTC main, it was 1.4, right? So one FTC main, I sold it, I converted, I swapped it to get FUSD, right? So I have FUSD, I have FTC main, and FTC Fin. I already showed you at the beginning of the video, I extract some of my daily mining profits. So I still have 1.4 on this wallet, FTC main. And I have to have, again, BNB to cover gas fees wherever needed. Okay, this is part 1. Part 2. So part 2 is about the liquidity pool. Part 2 is about the liquidity pool. I can go to the liquidity pool, right, which has been launched through the FinSwap, and add to the liquidity pool. Again, these are not financial advice. I'm just showing you what I decide to do, right? So if you like, you can do the same thing. It's up to you. No one is forcing you. It's at your decision, at your free will to do it or not. It's up to you. Do your investigation and research and study about different platforms as well as this FinTosh. And as I mentioned always on my videos, platforms like FinTosh can work greatly, perfectly fine. But it may disappear tomorrow. You never know. So invest as much as you can afford to lose. Okay, let's go back to home. FinSwap. So the swap part I already covered. We could swap between FTC main to get FUSD, right? And vice versa. So I can sell my FTC over here if I choose FUSD, right, to get FTC main. So I can swap between these two, FTC main and FUSD, right? I can swap between these two. Okay, let's go to the pool now. In this section, we could add to the liquidity. So in order to add to the liquidity, one more time, you need to have FTC main and FUSD, right? I'm going to click on add liquidity. How much I have to add FTC main and equivalent FUSD, obviously, right? To keep your wallet active, as I mentioned before, you need to add minimum 0.1. Minimum 0.1 as per the company's guideline, right? Minimum 0.1. So if you want to put more, it's up to you, right? So I'm going to put, for example, 0.2, right? So my balance is 0.4 FTC main. If I click on max, it's going to take all of them. But I'm not going to put all of them. Let me just delete all these. I'll put 0.2. Okay. So for the liquidity, we need to have FTC main, whatever amount, minimum 0.1, and FUSD. It's going to populate whatever amounts that needed. It needed $24 because I put 0.2. If I put, for example, 0.3, right, it's going to populate 36 based on the current value, right? I'm going to take it back to 0.2. So it's going to populate 24. Do I have $24? Yes. My balance is 121. I already showed you in part 1 how you can convert swap between the FTC Fin to FTC main and get FUSD, right? Same thing with different assets. Anyhow, so I'm adding 0.2 equivalent to $24, and it gives me, how much is my share in the pool, and approve. I have to click on approve the FUSD. Okay. Again, it's going to ask me to put the password. So I put my password, click on sure, pending. So over here, my position is 0 and it's pending. So soon it's gonna show me my position over here so that I have participated in the liquidity pool, FUSD, FTC. And these are both of them are FUSD, FTC main in the liquidity pool. So let me see. It went through because, oh no, maybe it didn't go through because of the poor network condition. I don't know. Let me just relaunch my app to see. There's no need to panic. No need to be in touch with customer service at this point. So let me check my network condition. I'm going to click on this and network selection. My current network is at 147 milliseconds, which is good. But let's say I'm going to choose another one, 147. Switch my line. Go back. Let me check my wallet. FTC main is already been deducted. 0.4, I had it. Refresh. Yeah, it's not being deducted from my balance. Even my FTC FUSD is $121. So I'm gonna repeat again. Home, FinSwap, go to the pool, add to liquidity. Over here, my balance is 0.4 FTC main. I'm gonna put 0.2, and the minimum by the company's guideline is 0.1, so I'm putting almost double. Click on the token. Eventually, I'm gonna choose FUSD because to be able to participate in the liquidity pool, I need to have FTC main versus FUSD. Supply, confirm supply, okay, and password one more time. Okay, so I put my password, click on sure, transaction submitted this time. Again, I'm at liquidity, pending still. So this is the information. Here you go. My position is already been reflected. So I have FTC, FUSD, liquidity pool, FUSD $24, FTC 0.1999. Here it is. I put 0.2, but it shows me FTC 0.199999, right? That's why I told you in order to, in my previous videos, I already mentioned this. In order to keep minimum 0.1 FTC in our liquidity pool, just put a little bit more. Because if you put exactly 0.1 FTC for the gas fees and the transaction fees, it's going to be deducted a little bit, less than 0.1, and then you end up having 0.09999. Then you are not going to meet the guidelines to keep your wallet active just because of a little missing amount of FTC. That's why I ask you to. I mentioned, again, this is not a financial advice. I mentioned if you like, you can put a little bit more than 0.1 FTC in order to keep your wallet active. Anyhow, this one shows my current position, FUSD FTC. I have participated into this, right? So, and it's been deducted, I guess, from my, let me just go back, from my wallet as well. Exactly. So it was 0.4. Now it's 0.1, right? So an FUSD was 121. $24 is gone, so it's $97 now, right? So everything is working perfectly fine. Again, if you don't see some of the things is not reflected, or same as what happened to me right now, I'd add to the liquidity pool, but it didn't go through. I just closed the app and relaunch the app. So it's easy. Don't get panicked right away. Anyhow, one more time. From FTC, from home, FinSwap, you can go here and swap between FTC main and FUSD, right? You could sell FTC main to buy FUSD, or vice versa. You could sell FUSD. You could click on this, FUSD, to buy FTC main, right? To buy FTC main. Oh, swap between FUSD to buy FTC main. Oh, FTC main. Oh, I don't know, for some reason it's not, I cannot click on this now. Anyhow, swap is between FTC main and FUSD, right? And pool, you need to have FTC main and FUSD to be able to add to the liquidity pool as well. Okay, so I hope this is clear. One more thing, do we need to remove our current liquidity pool, what we have in PancakeSwap previously? I don't know. The clear answer is I don't know. Even if people in different groups says, yeah, you need to move it, you don't really have to have the liquidity pool over there anymore, but I'm not gonna remove it myself, right? This is my decision. I'm not gonna remove it myself. until I receive firm answer, firm confirmation through the announcement from the company that we need either or we need them both, right? So I don't know yet. So that's why I'm not removing my liquidity pool here from swap trading from PancakeSwap. Right? In the previous videos, I showed you how to add the liquidity pool over here, right? So I'm not going to remove this one as of yet, until further announcement. But I showed you over here how you're able to basically add and swap into the liquidity pools, right? I hope this video was to your satisfactory. If you have any comments or questions, please put in the comment section below. I have my Telegram link channel in the comment section as well. You could be part of my Telegram group. Over there, I'm talking about some other platforms as well. By far, FinToch is one of my favorite ones, my top one. This is my own decision. This is, by all means, this is not a financial advice. I'm not promoting any platforms. I'm just showing you my journey in different platforms. So if you like this kind of a content, please make sure you hit the like button. That's gonna help my YouTube channel to basically, based on the algorithm of the YouTube, to outreach some people that they really need to understand what's going on with FinTosh, what's going on with different features. Please, if you see this video and these kind of updates is to your satisfactory, please make sure you subscribe if you haven't already, and hit the like button if you really like to get more of these contents. Okay, before I finish the recording, I'm gonna show you something new as well. If you go, so far I showed you how to add the liquidity pool, right? So if you go to your wallet, you go all the way down, you see FinLP 2.2. This is my participation in the liquidity pool. Whenever you see LP, is liquidity pool. FinLP main, I participate into liquidity pool main chain 2.2, right? So this is what I did already right now on the camera live, right? The Cake LP, this is another liquidity pool on Binance Smart Chain, which I did previously. So I told you I'm not going to remove these until I decided to do so. But I added into the new liquidity pool as well. So if you see FinLP, no, don't get confused. This is the liquidity pool that you are already participated in this new Fin chain blockchain. And the final thing is, I showed you already over here. If you go to the wallet, these are your liquidity pools, right? So this is the liquidity pool in PancakeSwap. So I can go to wallet, swap trading, connect my PancakeSwap to either of these, doesn't matter, Binance Smart Chain, go to the liquidity pool, and it shows me my participation over here, right? So this is exactly what it shows over there as Cake LP. So if I want to remove for future reference, so I can click on this and click on remove. I'm not gonna remove it, right? So let's go back. And so this is Cake LP and FinLP 2.2. I can go to home, click on home, FinSwap, pool. It doesn't show my liquidity participation, right? So no panic. I can go back here, go to FTC, go to this liquidity here. I can toggle between these ones, right? Liquidity, FTC, exchange, FUSD. Liquidity here, right? This is the one. Here we go. It shows my FTC, FUSD, V2 liquidity pool. This is the one on the main chain, right? So again, I can click on this and remove if I want to, or add to put a little bit more, right? So I'm not gonna remove, I'm not gonna add, but if you want to add or remove your liquidity pool of main chain, this is here, right? Thank you so much for watching. Please go ahead again and hit the subscribe button if you haven't already, and make sure you hit the like button and hit the ring bell to get notified when I upload a new video and talk about some other opportunities as well. It's a pleasure to be able to bring incredible platforms like Fintosh to be able to make you guys to get your portfolios diversified, which is the key. Don't put all your eggs into one basket. Thank you so much, and see you at the top.